All right, good morning and happy Wednesday, everybody. We are taking a live look outside and chatting about the forecast. If you have any questions about today's weather, this weekend's weather, or if you're traveling out of town or even out of the state in the next couple of days, feel free to shoot a question and let me know. And we'll be on here for the next 20 or 30 minutes talking about the forecast. Now, outside it's clear, it's sunny, and just a few clouds overhead. And you'll see with our live cam, it's mostly quiet and mostly clear. I mean, a few high-level clouds around and some cumulus clouds around as well, but otherwise a pretty quiet start to our Wednesday. Things are going to change as we get into this afternoon. After 2 o'clock, a pretty good chance at a few spotty downpours and even a possible severe thunderstorm around 4 and 5 p.m. later on this evening. Now, again, if you have any questions, let me know. And right now we're looking at temperatures at 85 degrees at this hour. Dew point of humidity is up. It is very muggy outside, so please keep that in mind. Wear short sleeves this afternoon. It's going to be very humid, and it already feels like 91 with an air temperature at 85. So that kind of gives you an idea how humid it is this morning. And again, it's only around 11 a.m. right now, and temperatures are only going to climb from here on out. Winds are calm. Pressure is up, but that should fluctuate a little bit as we get into this afternoon and take a look at current temperatures across the map. Good morning to everyone out in Pearsall, Hondo, Bernie at 82 degrees. We're at near 90 in New Braunfels, 85 at Floresville. And so far, so good. No 90s on the map right now. However, that will change again through about this afternoon as temperatures increase and also the instability and the chance at a few thunderstorms later on today. But speaking of radar, it is quiet. You can see as I zoom in and show you, I mean, anything that's trying to pop up. Not much. I mean, there are a few thunderstorms out near Austin and Round Rock, near Georgetown, Marble Falls, up north on 281, but that's about it. There's not a whole lot of activity. However, we're going to watch this activity. You can see where it's moving in from north to south. That's moving in our direction. And as we get more heating of the day this afternoon, I do think we'll see more of this rain start to pop up, develop, and drift farther south down 281, down I-35, and down towards San Antonio. So this activity, while it's not much, you can see out near Round Rock, Bastrop County, around Lampasas, and just south of Killeen. Again, this activity is going to drift farther south today after 2 p.m. and give us a decent chance at rain this afternoon. And enjoy it while you can, because after today, our rain chance really dwindles down. It trends down and we trend up the heat. By this weekend, it's dry, it's clear, it's hot, and mostly quiet for this weekend. But look at this. Here's your timeline for this afternoon. Your hour-by-hour forecast for your Wednesday. Mostly dry through about 1 o'clock, partly cloudy, 93 at 2. And then we should top out and stop around 94 to 95. Keep in mind, average is 92 this year. That's actually trending down as we go through September, so that's the good news. We're at that time of year where it gradually gets cooler. But keep in mind, the hottest temperature ever recorded in San Antonio was recorded in September of 2000. So it gives you an idea of while it does cool down this time of year, we can still get pretty hot. 94 degrees this afternoon, 88 at 6 and 85 at 8, partly cloudy, and the best chance at rain between 2 p.m. and let's say about 6 p.m. with a lingering downpour probably just through the prior to sunrise. And that's about it. The best time of rain is when we get the hot air rising, the 90s on the map, and you can see as we go into the overnight into early tomorrow morning, Thursday, it is going to be mostly dry. Now let's talk about why this is happening. We have a ridge of high pressure out west that's basically providing record heat for the desert Southwest, anywhere from Colorado, New Mexico to California. That's where they're dealing with a lot of heat. As a matter of fact, they have watches and warnings, heat-related advisories in effect through tomorrow for some parts of the country that's underneath this dome of high pressure. But you look where we're at, you can see as I kind of zoom in, the ridge of high pressure, notice these systems, these weather makers, they spin clockwise. That's high pressure. That creates a sinking hot air motion. However, look to the east and towards Dallas and also near Louisiana. There's a different weather system that's spinning the opposite direction. This is a low, and this is going to drop farther south. And this is the reason why we have a chance at rain today. Is it great? No, but it's something to at least spark things off, give us a little bit more cloud cover, and then provide a few spotty downpours around 3 and 4 p.m. And if you look closely, here's water vapor. So it's basically looking at the atmosphere and moisture content. So you can see a lot of dry air farther north, a lot of humid air, cloud cover around San Antonio. But notice out near northeast Texas, east of Dallas into northern Louisiana, there is an area that's spinning on water vapor. It's just an upper level disturbance that can drop in farther south this time of year from the northeast and drop into San Antonio and South Texas. And this is the reason why we have some rain in the forecast today. Matter of fact, the Storm Prediction Center has placed us in a level 1 out of 5. That is very low, right? I mean, considering there's slight risk, there's an enhanced risk, moderate and high. We are in a level 1 out of 5. So nothing to be too concerned about, but we have to keep our guard up just because as storms develop with daytime heat, some of these storms could produce very small hail and maybe some gusty winds up to 40 or 50 miles an hour. It's not out of the question. So take a look at this. It's quiet now. It's going to be quiet through lunchtime. But as we move into 2:30 this afternoon, a few storms will erupt out near Austin, San Marcos, the northern hill country, Fredericksburg, Gillespie County, and Kirk County. And notice on this particular forecast, right, it's just moderate rain at best, some isolated scattered rain moving farther south. And then after 2:30, some of this is going to move into Bexar County. And some of it with the heating of the day and highs in the 90s, that'll help kind of touch off and paint out more scattered rain in the area. From Gonzales to Seguin to Hondo to Bernie to Kerrville, that's where we're expecting at least some rain. Is it going to be widespread? No, but a few downpours could get stronger and strengthen and even potentially become severe in some isolated and localized areas around San Antonio, around Hondo, around Bernie, and around Pearsall and Pleasanton. So that's a look at what it could look like, what radar could look like at 4 o'clock today. 4 to 5:30, some of the activity drifts farther south into Atascosa County, Pearsall towards Carrizo Springs and Cotulla. But after basically 6 and 7 p.m., we lose the chance at rain. It's going to be a little impulse, a little wave of rain and cloud cover that moves from north to south, down I-35 towards Laredo, down towards Georgia West and Beeville. And that'll be it. I mean, it'll be one rain chance that lasts for a few hours. I mean, optimistically, in San Antonio between about 3 p.m. and 6 p.m., and that's about it. Rain will drift farther south into the Rio Grande near Laredo, Cotulla, and towards the coastal bend by later this evening. And again, after sunset, temperatures cool, and we lose the chance at rain altogether into early Thursday. And enjoy it while you can. I mean, 20 to 10%, that's about it. Today's our best chance at rain in the 7-day. Matter of fact, by this weekend, it goes all the way down to 0. So if you have plans outdoors this weekend, a lot different than last weekend, Last weekend we saw some pretty good rain. Now it's going to be just dry, sunny, and hot with highs in the 90s. All right, very quickly, it's hurricane season. September 10th is the peak of hurricane season. We're just 3 days away from that, and take a look. It's pretty active. We have Danielle in the North Atlantic. We have Earl just north of Puerto Rico in the western Atlantic Ocean. And on top of that, we have 2 tropical waves the Hurricane Center is watching very closely. And you'll see one has a medium chance at development just west of the Cape Verde Islands, and then one just off the coast of the continent Africa, and that has a 10 to 20% chance at some development in the next 2 to 5 days. So nothing too impressive. The only storms that are out there that are named is Earl and Danielle. However, if the orange medium chance developed area becomes something by tomorrow or even as early as today, next name on the list is Fiona. That is the F storm. And keep in mind, we've only seen 2 hurricanes this year, none of which have made it to the U.S. We've only seen Colin provide some rainfall earlier this season. I think it was in June or July. That was the C storm, the 3rd named storm that provided some rain for the Carolinas earlier this summer. Otherwise, all these storms have remained out at sea. And the only hurricanes we've seen are Danielle and Earl, which are in the Atlantic right now, but not a threat to land. But again, if those storms were to develop in the next couple of days, these right here that have a low to medium chance at doing so, next names on the list are Fiona and then Gaston. And then after that, it's Ian, Julia, Carl, Lisa, and then go down the line. And there's just a lot of dust out there. There's a lot of wind shear, and that's keeping things from really strengthening out in the Atlantic right now. So keep an eye on everything and keep tabs on it and keep you updated here at Ken's 5. All right, here's the 7-day, guys. As I read some of the comments, here is the 7-day, 94 today. Same thing on Thursday. Enjoy the rain while you can this afternoon, and if you do get a pretty good downpour, you'll be lucky because, again, coverage will be isolated to scattered around the area. Only a 10% chance at rain Thursday. And then we lose everything. We lose and drop all the rain chances by Friday and this weekend. As temperatures trend a little bit above average in the middle 90s, we'll actually get pretty hot by Sunday and Monday later on this weekend. And there is a chance that some areas to the south, near Atascosa County and near Wilson County, they could potentially make a run at about 99 to 100 later on this weekend. But I think we stay in the middle 90s by Saturday and Sunday for San Antonio. All right, so let's keep it on the 7-day for a little longer. And will there be rain by Lackland, Timothy asks. So there's a chance that there'll be some rain out there. Timothy, that'll be best timing probably around, let's say, 3, 4, and 5 p.m. So around the rush hour. So please, if you have radar, keep a close eye on it around, after you get off of work. But this is 2:30 today. This is just a forecast model, so take it with a grain of salt. But 3, 4, 5 p.m., this is what it could look like around 4 and 5 p.m. today. Kind of spotty activity around San Antonio between Gonzales, Seguin, Hondo, Kerrville, and Bernie. While it's not everywhere, a couple of these downpours could get strong in downtown and southern Bexar County, and then after 4 or 5 p.m., the rain kind of moves farther south and away from San Antonio. And that'll be around 6 o'clock tonight. So best window around 4 to 5 to 6 p.m., and then after that, all the activity drifts farther south later on this evening. So that is the update on that. And here is the 7-day one more time, guys. Here it is. Temperatures in the 90s today. And not much changes aside from losing the chance at rain Saturday and Sunday. Mornings in the 70s, but we are trending cooler, relatively speaking, because average at this time of year is 92. We'll be around 93 on Friday and then mid-90s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, guys, that is it for weather. We'll keep it on traffic. Here's a look at 1604, and then there's 281 at St. Mary's. That's near, let's say, the quarry, and here's Highway 90 at Nogalitos, and then also there's near downtown on I-37, and there's Jackson Keller on 410. So that's a look at some of the traffic that's out there. Here's your 7-day one last time. We'll keep it on this full screen for a little bit longer so you can get an update on that. As you head home this evening after work, after class, wherever you are at, there'll be a few downpours out there this afternoon. And just keep in mind, have an umbrella just in case, and keep an eye on a radar as a few downpours will develop after 2 p.m. later on this afternoon. Joanne says it's time to cool down. Yeah, towards the end of the month and towards early October, that's when we typically start to see cold fronts move in. They're not usually strong, but I think the average first cold front for San Antonio is around September 29th, September 30th, if not early August. That is the typical average first cold front to move in. And at that time of year, they're not too strong. You really get stronger cold fronts towards November and December as they really drop temperatures. But this time of year, it still can be pretty hot. As you can see, the 7-day and the average in the top right-hand corner is 92. So easily 90s in the forecast for the next couple weeks. And then we'll see what the long-range models say towards the end of the month and early October. But enjoy the weekend and have an umbrella, have a raincoat just in case for this afternoon for that 20 to 30% chance at a few thunderstorms moving in into the San Antonio area, guys. All right, happy Wednesday. Make it a great day, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we'll see you next time. And here on KENS 5 at 12 o'clock at noon later on today. Make it a great one, guys. We'll see you later.